Hello, welcome to Daily News from Al-Jayed TV. Public meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom, Iran. The house of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom hosted another round of the public meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. In these meetings, the Grand Jurist meets various groups of seminarians, clerics, religious scholars, activists, and the public groups of people. Discussions on Islamic jurisprudence and beliefs are also part of these meetings. Nonviolence Incorporation calls on Sudanese government to respect rights of people. Following multiple reports of inhuman behaviors by the Sudanese government, Nonviolence Incorporation published a statement that reads as follows: In the name of God, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Nonviolence Incorporation Free Muslim Association has received reports that the Sudanese girls and women have been sexually harassed and raped for participating in public protests. The inability of the Sudanese government to defend women against the violation of their rights and the inhuman treatment they face has been a source of great frustration. Therefore, this organization calls on the government to immediately investigate and prosecute the perpetrators of recent incidents with great urgency. According to reports from Sudan, female demonstrators have been raped in a recent protest in Khartoum, the Sudanese capital. Media institutions have accused the regime forces of raping girls imprisoned in this country. Nonviolence Incorporation Free Muslim Association urges the government to abide by the laws related to the rights of citizens. Yaseen Husayniya mourns martyrdom of Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, in Sydney, Australia. Yaseen Husayniya Mosque, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Sydney, Australia, held commemorative ceremonies for 5 consecutive nights to remember the martyrdom of Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, the noble daughter of the God's final messenger. The ceremonies were attended by public groups of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, who listened to religious speeches in both English and Arabic. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi commemorates Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, in Bamyan city, Afghanistan. The office of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in Bamyan city of Afghanistan holds commemorative ceremonies to mourn the anniversary of the martyrdom of Lady Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her. The ceremonies are attended by religious and cultural figures as well as the general public. Religious speeches about the hijacking of the Islamic rule by the hypocrites were the main part of these ceremonies. Director of PR Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi welcomes Custodian of Fountain of Ali Monument. Syed Arif Nasrallah, the Director of the Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, welcomed Mohsen Hashim al-Naif al-Yasiri, the Custodian of the Fountain of Ali Monument in the holy city of Karbala in Iraq. In this meeting, both sides talked about the importance of providing services to the Shia pilgrims and facilitating their travel to the Iraqi holy sites. Furthermore, Syed Arif Nasrallah underscored the need to educate the public about the historical sites related to the holy Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. Office of Al-Shaaer TV hosts cultural and religious activists in Zigar province, Iraq. The office of the Al-Shaaer TV in Zigar province of Iraq hosted groups of cultural and religious activists in this city. During this visit, the office welcomed Ahmad al-Rikabi, a cultural and religious activist, and some members of the Shibab al-Mahdi community. It is worth noting that these meetings are focused on coordinating efforts to promote the Husayni rituals. Iraqi pilgrimage caravan visits House of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom, Iran. On last Sunday, December 26th, the Iraqi pilgrimage caravan of Banat al-Hassan arrived at the house of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom. These Iraqi pilgrims, who came from the Tawirat city in Iraq, walked all the way from their home city to visit the sacred sites in Iran. During their visit to the house of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, these pilgrims listened to a speech by Sheikh Mehdi Tajuddin. Shia believers commemorate Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, in Madagascar. Groups of Shia believers and lovers of Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, in Mahajanga city of Madagascar host commemorative ceremonies at their houses to mourn the anniversary of the martyrdom of Lady Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her. Sheikh Muhammad Razi al-Wasram, the representative of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in this country, also participates in these ceremonies and makes speeches about the life of Lady Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her. Shibab Ali Akbar community mourns martyrdom of Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, in Samawah city, Iraq. Shibab Ali Akbar community, affiliated to the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Samawah city of Iraq, commemorated the memory of Lady Fatima, peace be upon her, on the martyrdom anniversary of this noble lady. The ceremonies by this center are attended by young believers who listen to eulogies recited by Abbas al-Maliki and Ali ad-Deli.